Over the winter, we got so much snow and ice that one day I got pissed off and I took a claw hammer out to the ice rink of my front yard to break up all that ice so I could just walk. And being that it was close to spring, I needed to see some grass. Now, if you were to come to me today and say, "Hey, Dave, we'll give you $1 million a month for the rest of your life if you climb up this mountain covered in ice with just 2 ice picks." My response? Ha 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 ha. No, not happening. What am I talking about? Well, welcome to this episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave, and I'm accompanied by my wife Jen, as we're talking about the Alpinist. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
The Alpinist follows free solo climber Marc-André Leclerc over a 2-year span of his life and some of his accomplishments. One, which was his goal, Torrejäger, in which Marc scaled in the winter. Free solo climbing is the sport of climbing without a rope and sometimes using just your hands and feet to scale a mountain. An alpinist is a climber of high mountains, like the Alps.
So one thing about this movie, it was a Fathom event. So it was a one-time showing, and I'm glad we kind of got to see it because this may have been the first movie that I ever seen where I almost had to cover my eyes for scenes because of the vertigo and the angles that you actually have the camera at certain points when this guy is thousands of feet up in the air.
I actually made the comment during the film that I needed to take an additional anxiety pill because I already take them because I was freaking out so bad just watching this guy. And I did cover my eyes several times because I was so afraid we were just going to see him plummet to his death.
Yeah. Now, this is a documentary.
Yes, so it is a true story.
Mm-hmm. If you're like us, when we first saw the trailer, I was like, I gotta look this up. So we looked it up to see what the outcome of the documentary was. I don't know if it was really a spoiler or not, because it's kind of what I expected from seeing the trailer. But there are a lot of documentaries on free soloing, which is absolutely insane.
Yes, absolutely insane. And even though we knew the outcome, it didn't change watching the movie. I was still completely freaked out and just watching it. I can't. I have no words. I mean, this guy is scaling mountains 8,000, 10,000 feet, and he's using his hands and just rock climbing shoes. No ropes. No.
Yeah, the one feat where he was the first person ever to climb up Torrejäger in the wintertime. As he's going up, he has to change his shoes while he's hanging from the side of the mountain. Changes it from climbing shoes to boots to something else. It's like, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah.
And there was a scene, and I've been looking for this picture so I can share it with everybody, where he actually is climbing up the mountain, and there are huge icicles, and that is what he's climbing on. Icicles.
The icicles. And in order to test it, he puts his claw things in and he hangs from it.
Yeah, he's picking away at it.
He's picking, and then once he gets it like in there, he hangs. He lets his feet fall and he hangs.
Yeah. Now,
just letting the ice hold him.
There was a terrific side view. That's why I was looking for the picture. And I actually tried to grab my phone out in time to take a picture so I could share with everybody. But the icicles looked nothing like different from what you would see hanging off the side of a house. Mm-mm. And the side view was him hanging off. The icicles had to be maybe as thick as his chest, maybe. Mm-hmm. And he's a skinny dude. And then you can see air.
Yeah.
After that. So it's like, wow.
So he did the north face of the main tower of Mendenhall Towers, which was 6,910 feet. That's the first ascent.
Yeah. That was the first ascent. Now means that he is the first person to do it.
Yes. Then he had the rim wall, which was 8,792 feet, and he was the first solo ascent to do that. Torieger was 8,809 feet, first solo winter ascent, and only done one time since then. The corkscrew, Cerro Torre, 10,262 feet, first solo ascent. Mount Robinson, 12,972 feet, first solo ascent. And I have goosebumps saying those numbers.
With bare hands and shoes. The guy goes right up there. And in the documentary, his goal was Toriega. And he talked about it, and it took him 3 days for the first attempt, and he didn't make it.
A blizzard blew in,
Yeah.
so he had to scale down the side of the mountain.
In a blizzard!
In a blizzard, in the middle of the night. It was dark.
But this guy's motivated, so
Yes.
he's like, I'm gonna look to do it again. So basically, guy's really smart. He looks at weather patterns, compares all these things to look for his window of opportunity to go up the mountain to scale these things. But wow, second documentary that we watched this year so far, which is weird. I think it's the only 2 documentaries we ever seen in the theaters was this year.
Yeah.
Now, if you're familiar with Timothy Treadwell, he was the Grizzly Man. And that's something that came out, and I actually watched a dozen times just to see about this guy living amongst grizzlies and so forth. And if you've seen that and you like that, you'll probably like this. If you like extreme sports, you'll probably like this as well.
Or if you just like scaring the crap out of yourself.
Yeah, if you have a big screen TV, this will do it. Definitely.
This is the way to do it. See it on the big screen. Oh boy.
Definitely. Are we rating this one?
No. I feel like it would be disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree. So it is definitely worth seeing. My only gripe with the whole documentary was that the filmmakers, Peter Mortimer and Nick Rosen, made a bit of a mistake during this documentary. Left out subtitles during what I thought would have been key conversations.
Yeah, so when he went to climb Torieger, that was in South Africa. And they were speaking another language. And I think they only did 2 of the sentences in subtitles. And the rest, we were left wondering what the hell they were talking about.
I hope when this comes to streaming or on Blu-ray or DVD, I would watch it again. I would actually like to see that conversation because it's a conversation with a kid and then the father.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting because it seemed like it had some good backstory to it.
Yeah, because it said that he became like really close with that family while he was there. And so I would like to know what their conversations entailed. That would be nice.
Anyway, so no rating for this one. If you see it coming out for streaming, sit down and watch it. It's pretty good. You'll enjoy it. If you like documentaries, you'll definitely like it.
Maybe watch it and show your kids what not to do when they get older. Yeah. As a parent, no.
Yeah, 12,000 feet in the air, just your hands and your shoes.
On rocks. And Mother Nature is so unforgiving.
And ice and snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mother Nature is unforgiving and unpredictable. No, thank you. No.
Now, just to close us out, to give you a crazy statistic, I couldn't find it, but the closest thing I found was that the mortality rate for free solo climbers is 41%. And this gentleman in the film, he kind of estimated at 50%. So I know these guys do it for the high, the spiritual high of it, but yeah, no. Let us know what you think in the comments about this documentary. If you've seen it, if you plan on seeing it, if you've seen any of those free soloing documentaries that are out there. I know Peter and Nick have a few of them that are out there, and you know what that means.
And then like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and let us know if there's a documentary you think we should check out.
Mm-hmm. Netflix has got a bunch of good ones, but we only review what we watch in the theaters.
Yeah.
Until the next, see ya.
See ya.